Whether we're talking about business, whether we're talking about relationships, whether we're talking about staying consistent with whatever pattern you want to stay consistent with in your life, or to create some sort of result in any area of your life, we're going to be talking about in this video how to get powerful results in any area of your life. Whether finances, relationships, money, creating some sort of art, or following through with your passion. If you can follow the 3 simple steps that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video, you are going to have the understanding that is going to allow you to get powerful results in any area of your life. So I highly encourage you to stay till the very end of this video, because this video might be exactly what you need to hear to finally get the result that you want in your life, regardless of which area of your life we're talking about here. This is going to be how to get powerful results in any area of your life. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell, because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation to see if you're a good fit for the coaching program to work with me one-on-one personally. So the first thing I want you to understand is that this might sound obvious and people might all know this intellectually, but a lot of people are not living into this. And I want to just outline the fact that when it comes to any area of your life, whether fitness, finances, business, relationships, whatever you want to get better at, social skills, the key is to understand that cramming out ridiculous amounts of effort in the short term is not the way to get powerful results. The key is long-term consistency, and I'm talking months, even years. If you want to become a master at something in your life, I believe in the 10,000 hour rule. You got to put in your 10,000 hours. You want to have long-term consistency. So actually, for example, let's say we're talking about meditation. What most people think is that if you want to get a powerful result in meditation, that the best way to get that result is to do multiple hours of meditation, for a week straight. Let's do some people do a Vipassana meditation retreat, like 10 hours of meditation per day for 7 days. You would think that's the best way to get spiritual progress and to get good at meditation, right? Absolutely not. That might give you progress, but it's not going to give you a powerful foundation to really embody the lessons that you learn if we're talking about meditation. Actually, what I believe I'm not saying that there's a wrong or right way to do things, but I think personally that the smarter and more effective approach is to have small increments of meditation per day for months. Okay, so you do 20 minutes per day, for example, for months on end. And I'm not saying that having a retreat like that isn't powerful, but here's what happens to most people when they have a perspective like this of instant gratification, getting the results quickly. If only it was that easy to get a powerful result by cramming it out all in a short term. If that was the case, every single person would have powerful results. If only you could cram out a whole business and build a whole YouTube channel and a brand in 1 month of cramming 10 hours per day. If only that was the way. Actually, if you want to build something sustainable, if you want to get really good at something, if you want to build something that's going to have so much momentum that you're going to have that result for the rest of your life, you have to put in that time, put in that consistency, okay? For a YouTube channel, if you want to build a channel, if you want to build a channel, you think you put 10 hours a day for a week? Absolutely not. You got to hammer that out for a long period of time. You got to stay in the game, even when the doubts come up, even when the fears come up, even when you think it's not possible. You got to keep going. If you want to become an artist and you want to create some sort of income from your passion, you got to stay in the game. If you want to be a Music producer. If you stay consistent long enough, you can be a music producer. You do realize that you can literally be whatever you want in life. And there's nothing stopping you except yourself. The question is, are you going to stick it out long enough to actually get the result? So understand that we're trying to understand here that long-term consistency is the key. Now, like I'm saying, can there be times where you do a 10-day Vipassana meditation retreat? Sure, but like I didn't finish what I was saying earlier. What most of the time happens when we hammer things out all at once is we go all in, we give it all our energy, and then we stop and we don't go back for a very long time, or perhaps forever. Statistically speaking, of course there's no studies on this, but based on the numbers that I've seen in terms of connecting with people and just reading about stuff, only basing this next statement based on working with clients, and I've connected with hundreds of people at this point. I've had thousands of hours of working with people one-on-one at this point, or just hearing stories and stuff like that. When you go do something like a 10-hour per day meditation Vipassana retreat, you meditate, what happens most of the time is that people have what you call an ego backlash. They go all in, and then it's so traumatizing, it's so much, it's just so much at once that they just stop meditating for weeks, months, years, even perhaps forever. So for example, if you want to get stronger at the gym, you think that the solution is to go really, really hard for a whole month and transform your body in 30 days, right? No, you can do that, but the smarter approach is to do small increments of working out every single day or a couple times per week, not every single day, that might be too much, for like 6 months to a year. This is the solution. Actually working out 6 hours per day won't help you physically. If you understand how the body works, working out 6 hours per day is not how you get the best result. The way you get the best result is by working out with rest periods. You even want to have rest days. Actually, to get stronger faster, a smarter approach is to not work out sometimes, but do it a couple times per week and follow through with that for months, even years. And then you can build an amazing lifestyle doing that. So understand that long-term consistency is the key. I know it sounds obvious, but most people neglect the obvious. And they neglect that the most simple things in life can be the most powerful things. I believe that the most simple things can be the most powerful things. But it's one thing to know that and actually live it. We all know that long-term consistency is key. It's like, oh, Francis, I already know that. But are you living and embodying that very simple but powerful truth? Yeah, Francis, I already know that long-term consistency is the way to do it. Cool. Are you doing that with your life? If not, that's okay. That's why you're watching this video. But don't neglect the obvious. I believe that the simple things are the most powerful. So the second thing is to understand that we want to get away from instant gratification and we want to start living into what we call delayed gratification. Because we live in a society where we want that dopamine rush instantly, okay? We want to go for the fast food, to go for, some people do drugs and stuff like that. Hey, I used to smoke a lot of weed. I used to drink a lot of alcohol. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but it stopped serving the life that I wanted to create for myself. And so what I want you to understand, again, there's nothing wrong with it. It just depends on where you want to go and what you want to create. But the reason that I brought up things like fast food and certain substances, some people are even addicted to sexual activity and stuff like that. We want that instant gratification. We want that instant dopamine, want that dopamine rush. And the problem is that we are disconnected from building something over a long period of time. You want to start to get into a perspective where you put in long-term consistency to start moving away from instant gratification. This is why doing things like retaining your sexual energy can be super powerful, because it teaches you to not get a quick rush, to not get that quick dopamine rush. Yeah, as soon as you want that rush, you just get it in 2 seconds. Yeah, because that's training your subconscious to say, yeah, if I want something now, then I just get it. But actually, the best results that you're going to get in your life is when you can understand that delayed gratification is the way to go. Okay? If you want to start a YouTube channel, be consistent. You don't have to post every single day like I do. That's just what I choose to do because I like to have that perspective of building up this channel, building up this empire, so to speak, over a long period of time. And we're just getting started, okay? I've been posting video pretty much every single day for a year. We're just getting started here. We are just getting started here. And you don't have to do it every single day if you don't want, if you want to start a YouTube channel. But if you're gonna do it every single week. If you have a goal to start a channel, stay consistent, but don't do it every single day if you don't want to, maybe once a week. But do that for a year. Delayed gratification, okay? So you want to start to build up this perspective that actually the best things in life take a little bit of time to build. Now, because we even look at the law of attraction, instant manifestation. Why do you think instant manifestation videos are the videos that go viral and videos like this tend to not go viral? Because the truth hurts. You want that 15-second manifestation video. That's what you want. But actually, the truth is that although that stuff does work, although I do believe we live in a mystical reality where you can manifest things very quickly and powerfully by connecting to your higher self, also, if you can pair that with this understanding that you can be creating stuff from delayed gratification, from an understanding that if you have gratification that takes time to build, you are going to get powerful results in your life. Understand that the best things in life, I believe, take time to build. And that's not, I don't want to put a limitation into you. Maybe some things can happen very quickly. I'm not saying that you can't build a successful brand and have a quantum leap and manifest things quickly. I'm not saying that's not possible. I do believe that is possible. I do believe you can manifest things very quickly. For all I know, I could be limiting myself right now. But hey, I'm in this for the long run, and I'm here to build something, not to get the result, but to be in the process as well. To get the result, but also to be in the process. And so what I want you to understand is that delayed gratification is a very powerful understanding to have to really create anything. And it's funny because once you release that resistance of getting it really quickly, what you want might actually happen a lot quicker than you think as well. So just wanted to add that also, because I'm not trying to create limitation where I'm saying it has to take forever. It can happen fast, but get away from instant gratification as much as you can. That's my humble perspective, okay? And the final thing I want to share with you is that success, I believe, is not a linear path. Success is not linear. What's linear? Linear is a straight line. You would think that success is a straight line, right? Where, you know, it's like you're leveling up in a company. You know, you get that $5,000 raise, and the next year you go a little bit more, and the next year you go a little bit more. True success does not work like that. True powerful results does not work in an incremental way. It actually works more like you think that success would go up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, actually, this is how success works. It's actually exponential. So what is exponential? Exponential, maybe I'll put up a little graph here to show you what I mean. Exponential is where it starts off slow, right? It starts off slow and then it just explodes out of nowhere. That's exponential. It starts off slow and then it explodes. And most people don't stick out something long enough before they get to the exponential growth. They say, oh, you know, I tried meditation for a month and it just didn't work for me, you know? It's like, oh, I tried starting a business a couple years ago. I've already been through that. It didn't work for me. I've been through that spiritual stuff. I haven't talked to somebody like this in a while, but maybe somebody in your life is like, yeah, you know, I already tried that spirituality stuff and it's all a bunch of hocus pocus and it didn't work for me. Or I tried that business strategy, it doesn't work for me. Or I tried this thing, oh, I tried relationship coaching, I tried that. It's like, no. You gotta make it work. If you put in enough time into something, it is going to work. It's not the strategy, it's the person that does the strategy. All strategies really do work most of the time. Most people just don't stick it out long enough for the strategy to work. So actually, what happens is there's a point in any creation, I believe, where you've built up so much momentum that it starts to explode. If you watch all the people on YouTube that you admire, notice how their channel starts very slow, maybe like a couple thousand subscribers for a year, 2 years, maybe even 4 years, 5 years. Some people grow faster than others. Maybe for 4 years, they're kind of slow, a couple thousand, 20,000, whatever it is, whatever number. Some people that might be a lot, but it's that's just like, I guess it's all relative, like 20,000 for 4 years, pretty normal, right? And then out of nowhere, you check their channel like a week later, it's like, whoa, since when did they have 150,000 subscribers? When did that happen? Oh my gosh, they're so lucky. No, they're not lucky. They posted videos consistently for 4 years and they built up that momentum and then it exploded. And this is just for a YouTube channel. You could talk about this for meditation. You could be meditating every single day for months, struggling, having doubts, having good meditations, having okay meditations, and then one day you have a powerful awakening experience and your consciousness explodes out of nowhere. There's no coincidence here. Or you might be having a relationship, maybe you're trying to find that perfect relationship, you've been dating for months, dating for years, doing this, can't find the person, you go through this relationship, that relationship, and then out of nowhere, you have the best relationship of your life, your whole life changes, everything shifts quickly, within a month, you're engaged, that happens. You see, these things happen because people put in enough time to create something in their life. My question to you is, have you ever stuck something out long enough to actually see if it really works? So if you're saying, oh, I already tried meditation and didn't work, a month is not enough time. Seriously, I know this sounds so, this kind of seems like it contradicts so much of what I've been talking about my channel, which is talking about what feels good. But I think that to dishonor the fact that to get really good at meditation, and for me not to say that it might take months, is to just dishonor the truth of really becoming a master at something. For the first couple months of my coaching business, I didn't have the clients that I wanted. I didn't have the life that I wanted. I wasn't able to have the money that I wanted to, live where I wanted to live. I had months of doubt. The first couple months of this YouTube channel, I had like no views, very little views. And I stuck it out long enough and I trusted my intuition and trusted the process. And then I started to see more views. Then I started to make more money working with clients. Then things started to happen. But we have to move through those limitations to get to the point where then things can start to get a lot better after. And believe me, like I said, we're just getting started here. We're just getting started here. But you got to understand that if you really want to get a powerful result in your life, you want to start having a long-term focus. And believe me that if you can just surrender to that and say, okay, you know what, I'm in this for the long run, it'll happen a lot faster than you think. But when you want something really fast and have all that attachment, the universe repels it away from you. So actually this is going to release a lot of resistance to manifest something as well. You surrender to the process and it can happen very quick. Very quick. Maybe that explosion in your business could happen in 2 months. Very quickly versus you think it has to happen in 6 months. I'm not saying to have a false expectation that it has to take a long time and it's going to be a hard road, but I am saying not to expect things to happen just like that unless you're willing to go for the leaps of faith and quite frankly put in the work. Now what I am saying is that we can put in the work in a way that honors the feminine. So just to conclude this video, I don't want it to sound like I'm saying to not feel good and to dishonor your intuition. Everything I've said in this video does not contradict following your higher self, following your intuition, following your bliss. Your bliss and your excitement and your intuition might require of you to face some sort of discomfort and adversity in your life. Because my intuition gets stronger when I meditate regardless of how I feel. My frequency gets higher when I meditate regardless of how I feel. Self-love sometimes is not about always following how you feel. It's about going through the motions and doing the things that your heart needs regardless of how you feel. Because if you truly love yourself, you would meditate regardless of if you think it's good or not in that moment, and you would always feel better after. True self-love is putting your body through things, eating that healthy food, even if you know that you don't really feel like doing it. That's self-love. Self-love is loving yourself even when you don't want to love yourself. And meditation is loving yourself. And so understand that this process still honors your intuition. It still honors your bliss. But understand that to really create something powerful in your life, we want to start to understand that it can take a little bit of quote unquote time. Now, time doesn't exist, but also for some things, it takes momentum to build up something in your energy field. You want to build it up in your energy field. You want to snowball. Like, it takes time, like, for a snowball to get bigger as it rolls on the snow. It's just what it is, right? You have to build up that energy. You have to build that momentum. You can't disagree with the fact that if a snowball wants to get big, you gotta turn it in that snow for a little bit of quote unquote time. You know, that snowball takes time to build up. Time doesn't exist, but it takes energy, a consistent focus and energy over time to build something. Now, time doesn't exist, but at the same time though, if you put focus on something for a long enough duration, I guess, it is time. Again, time doesn't exist, but to some degree it kind of does when it comes to stuff like this. But don't have a false belief that it can't happen overnight, but also understand that instant gratification can be an unhealthy dynamic that's blocking what you want to create in your life. Okay, so that's all I have for this video. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation to see if you're a good fit for the coaching program to work with me one-on-one personally. If this video resonated with you and touched your heart or gave you some sort of value in any way, please hit that like button so more people can get value from this video. And also leave a comment down below sharing your experience and your perspective, because I love to hear your experiences, your perspectives, and other people love to as well. Okay, so that's all I have for this video. As always, have yourself a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.